Hello, welcome to another fresh edition of Poly Playbook.
We're serving up all the hot action, cool plays,
and everything in between for Cal Poly Athletics.
I'm Connor McCarthy.
I'm Nate Edelman.
I'm Brian Chong.
Poly Playbook starts now.
Who do you think will win the Super Bowl this year?
I think the Patriots are going to win.
Hi, I'm Joe Schatz, and I'm here at Spanos Stadium.
I'm Megan Healy here at Staples Center.
Myself will be taking on Sierra Highland, the best pitcher in Big West softball history. Let's see how this goes.
Tune in every week to Poly Playbook, right here on Mustang News.
Hello and welcome to another fresh edition of Poly Playbook. We're serving up all the hot action, cool plays, and everything in between for Cal Poly Athletics. I'm Lauren Pluim. Poly Playbook starts now. The Cal Poly men's soccer team battled UCSB in the biggest soccer rivalry in the nation.
We're here at Spanos Stadium where the tortillas are flying, the fans are screaming to watch the Mustangs face off against the Gauchos in the biggest soccer rivalry in the nation.
In front of a sellout crowd of 11,075 fans, the game came out with a slow start with the first goal coming from the Gauchos in the 19th minute. With the Mustangs trailing 1-0, they tied the game in the 44th minute with a goal from Kenneth Higgins. In the beginning of the second half, Mustangs took the lead, scoring 2 goals within the first 10 minutes of the second half. Jared Presley closed out the game with the Mustangs' final goal in the 66th minute. Spectators stormed the field as the game came to a close. The 4 goals scored by the Mustangs was the most scored in the Blue-Green rivalry series since 2001. In the largest NCAA men's soccer match of the year, the Mustangs came away with a win with a final score of 4-1.
This was the first time since 2001 that either team won by more than 1 goal. Women's soccer season ended this weekend after a 1-1 draw against UC Santa Barbara. The women's soccer team was not able to make the Big West tournament this year, even though their last 4 games ended with 2 wins and 2 draws. However, the Mustangs have a bright future ahead of them and are optimistic about next season, having an abundance of freshmen contributing this year.
I'm stoked to just keep playing with my friends, and all the freshmen have gotten really close, and then I know that's just going to build and grow, and we're going to get closer. But yeah, and we know there's lots of new talent coming in as well, so we'll be solid.
The women's soccer team will begin their off-season training in the winter quarter. In a back-and-forth battle against the University of Hawaii on Friday night, the Cal Poly volleyball team came out on top in the 5-set thriller. 4 of the 5 sets were won by a 2-point margin with the scores of 23-25, 25-23, 23-25, 25-18, and 17-15. Rayanne Greisen led the team with 20 kills and 5 blocks, and Catherine Broker led with a career-high 28 digs. Taylor Nelson doled out 63 assists and added a career-high of 18 digs. The Mustangs have now won 16 straight matches and remain ranked at 23rd in the nation. They improved to 11-0 in Big West play and 12-2 overall. The Mustangs will face off against UCSB this Friday, November 3rd at home in Mott Athletic Center. Men's cross country won the Big West Conference Championship for the 2nd year in a row. Swaranjeet Boyle, Peter Kotz-Urilos, and Mickey Giguere came in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at the Big West Cross Country Championships on Saturday. The Mustangs won the 8K with 29 points on UC Riverside's course. Giguere finished in great time as 2 of the juniors joined Boyle to push Cal Poly to its 27th men's cross-country conference crown all time. The team will now begin training for the NCAA West Regional in Seattle on November 10th. Cal Poly football traveled to UC Davis this past weekend for the Battle of the Golden Horseshoe. In the first 6 minutes, the Aggies jumped to a 21-0 lead. The Mustangs came back and ended up scoring 28 points, but lost by only a field goal. Cal Poly fell to 0-8 overall, placing them at 12th in the Big Sky standings. They return home this weekend, starting with the homecoming game this Saturday against Portland State. Tune in to Mustang Game Day before the game at 4:30 for the pregame show. In a special segment called Mustang Versus, I got the opportunity to take on two members of Cal Poly's drumline. I'm Lauren Pluim and this is Mustang Versus. Today I'll be taking on a member of the Cal Poly drumline, and I've never drummed before. Let's see how this goes.
All right, hey guys, I'm Tommy.
Hey, I'm Max.
And we've been drumming for about 7 years together, all the way back in high school.
It's been a while.
Can I try?
Of course, go for it, by all means.
All right, well, you gotta teach me how to do
this. Okay, sure. So it goes like this. Nice, nice, okay. Next one. Now we're gonna groove a little. All right, see if you can do this one, you're pretty good.
I think I got this. Where do I start?
All right, Lauren, you ready to play some snare?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah? All right, we'll start easy.
Something like that.
There you go.
So that was unreal. Let's see what you guys got. So clearly I don't have what it takes to be on the Cal Poly drumline, but thank you guys for joining us on Mustang Versus, and we'll see you next week. Let's take a look at a few games coming up for the Mustangs. Men's basketball will play Cal State East Bay Thursday in Mott Gym at 7 p.m. Women's volleyball will host UCSB for the second half of this year's Blue-Green rivalry on Friday in Mott Gym. And on Saturday, football will square off against Portland State at Spanos Stadium at 6 p.m. Coming up after the break, I'll be back with the women's volleyball sisters Adlee and Torrey Van Winden.
In this day and age, everybody gets their news from social media, and my team's pretty much in charge of making sure that Mustang News has a great presence across all social media platforms. Whether that's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat, we want to make sure that our news is reaching our audience. At Mustang News, we're truth tellers. We're student media, but we're going to do our best to tell the truth of our people and the voices of the Cal Poly campus.
Hi, welcome back. I'm now joined by two members of the Cal Poly volleyball team. If you ladies wouldn't mind introducing yourself for us.
My name is Torrey Van Winden, and I'm an opposite outside hitter.
I'm Adlee Van Winden, and I'm an outside hitter.
All right, so I just have a few questions for you guys. What is it like being able to play together? I'm sure you've never been asked that before.
It's really nice to be back on the same court together. We have this bond, and we've been playing together for so long that we know each other inside and out, so it's a huge advantage, definitely, to be able to play together.
Yeah, just having someone who knows you better than anyone else on the court to look at when you're happy, sad, any emotion really, just having someone who can read that and know exactly how to handle you is like the best benefit ever.
What's the best aspect of each other's game?
I'd say just Adlee's leadership on the court. I mean, obviously she's an incredible volleyball player, and her leadership just being a sixth rotation outside and like carrying our team, whether it's like through serve receive or defense or whatever she's doing really well that match. It doesn't really matter because she's always going to be there consistently as a leader every night.
I think Torrey's overall volleyball IQ is something that's helped our program out a lot, and obviously her offense has brought a lot to our team this year.
So Torrey, you transferred from UCLA. What was that like for you, the transfer?
The transfer process was obviously not seamless, but it happened really fast for me, and I just couldn't be happier at Cal Poly. It's really nice, the balance between beach and indoor so far, and I know in the future is going to be a lot smoother for me, and it's so nice to be playing with Adlee, and the environment, the coaching staff, the whole program is just incredible here.
So are you looking forward to being coached by Todd Rogers?
Yes, very much so. Todd is just this insane volleyball IQ coach, and I really enjoy the technical and the percentage part of the game, so I can't wait to learn from him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What has been the best part about being able to carry on your family's legacy at Cal Poly?
I think just having our family at every single game, and like Mott means so much to my parents. Like every time they walk in, they are flooded with memories, and now it's this place where all of us will have really special memories. So having not only our direct mom and dad, but having family from like states drive away to see us, it's incredible.
Yeah, agreed. It means a ton, especially though my mom being on the 1985 team. I mean, she's watching some really similar games, I'm sure, like what she had, and so it's great to just be so close to home and to have them and to have that support.
So it's basically, now that you have both of you and Taylor Nelson, it's almost like seeing a reflection of what that year was like when your moms played together. How cool is it to see that play out for you guys?
I think it's cool for us, but I think it might be cooler for them.
Yeah.
Like every time they step into that gym, it's like every parent wants to relive their past, and they are actually basically doing it. Like they're watching, they created us as volleyball players. They're both coaches now, so they're watching their creations do what they did. It's like the weirdest circle ever, but it's incredible.
So you guys are now ranked 23rd in the nation again for the third week straight, 16 straight wins, and first ever home win against Hawaii. Is there a ceiling for you guys?
We hope not. I mean, we'd really like to finish off this season, obviously, on a high note. We have 5 games left, and that's kind of our main focus right now. And then as soon as we're done with that, I think our eyes are on the prize at making a run in the tournament and just being the best that we can be by the time that first round comes around.
Definitely agree. I think finishing out conference, we're just working on getting better, perfecting small things in our game, hope to be undefeated, and then moving on from there. It's almost unreal how close that is to happening.
What are your realistic expectations for the NCAA tournament?
I think the sky's the limit. You see huge upsets every year, and obviously we'd love to be one of those upset teams. It's going to be a challenge. We're staying within our region most likely, so we're either going north or south to some of the other top 25 teams. So we're just really getting mentally prepared and having huge wins in tight situations like the one against Hawaii on Friday night. Feels like we're being really well prepared for it, and I mean ultimately if we can make as big of a run as we possibly can, I think our team has been really good this whole year at just taking it one game at a time and really not putting any expectations on anything, just knowing that we work hard in the gym and whatever we do is going to pay off in the matches.
Perfect. Thank you so much, guys. That's all we have time for. So that's all we have for Poly Playbook Sports Action this show. You can follow us on Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook, or you can log on to mustangnews.net for continuous Cal Poly sports coverage. I'm Lauren Pluim. Have a great rest of your week.